And welcome back to Phantom and Velgar Plays Death and Taxes.
Yes.
And happy Women's Day! Present or belated? Because
Depending on where you live.
yeah, I believe no one is going to be waking up to it right now. We are not that much ahead in time. But yeah. Still not sponsored by Pukka. Pukka, please sponsor me. And Yogiti, please continue making sun salutation. I want it.
I had a little episode with it today.
Yeah, I ran out of it and then found out that they have actually... Well, I haven't found that yet, but I believe that they have stopped producing it. You can't find it anywhere!
You could.
Oh, yeah.
That one package.
Yeah, one. And now I feel bad that I have stolen it from someone else.
Well, I mean, can't help it.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and continue day 16.
Time to kill more people. Yay!
And actually, we are going to end
It
our...
looks so creepy.
Yeah, we are going to end our day 16 because we forgot to do that last episode.
You're so good at it.
So end the day, yes! Oh, it was productive day. Good episode. Bye bye. Oh yeah. So,
Alright.
who do we have today? Me.
Oh, you didn't kill anyone yesterday.
Oh yeah, but should it still have something to say?
Apparently not.
A fresh idea. Your performance of late implies that you may not be as motivated as you ought to be. Well, to even out the number of humans, we'll try another new structural method. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision.
Kill all on the bottom row. Huh.
Keep the chaos away, will you? Cheers, fate! So these people are supposed to die.
One of them has crazy eyebrows going on.
Oh yeah. Mate. Okay, so... Oh, well... Tecumseh Gold? 65, Professor? Tecumseh?
I have no idea.
Is a renowned professor of mathematics who enjoys challenging their students with nigh insolvable equations. It's the best way to force them into being more inventive and creative, they say. Lately they've started tutoring a gifted janitor with a troubled past. Is that someone we know?
I don't know.
Ken Pomerantz, 30 receptionist. Ken enjoys their job as receptionist more than anything. The infectious smile can turn even the biggest frowns upside down, brightening the mood of hundreds of people every day. Oh, I don't want to kill him.
I don't want to kill him either. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Bruno!
Those are some crazy eyebrows.
Yes, Bruno, the eyebrow, and Griffiths. 32. Mercenary. Ooh. Bruno is a mercenary, always ready to work for the highest bidder. They're currently stationed at Fariden with government contracts providing security services. They act tough and gung-ho to cover up the fact that they haven't been trained to properly act in a combat zone.
Well, he's an asshole anyway, so it doesn't matter if you kill him. Big face.
Okay, so the people who should live.
But it doesn't say anything about it. It just said that the humans in the bottom row should die. It doesn't say anything about the other four.
And there's no mention of number. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, basically you can decide if you kill people, let them live.
We can kill them all. Ethel Stone, 64, retired. Ethel has been happily married for nearly 40 years. Extramarital affairs notwithstanding. Okay. They consider being a grandparent their most important role yet. They try to be cool, but have trouble understanding why some of their grandchildren aren't allowed to eat meat or peanut butter sandwiches. Well, I can kinda understand the meat, but peanut butter sandwiches. Are you sure they are not allergic?
Who knows? It doesn't say.
I mean, it might be a good thing to know if you are a grandparent.
Yeah, I mean, especially since nut allergies can be quite lethal.
Yeah. But any stand taking towards meat eating or not, they are not allowed to eat meat. That's wrong. Park Lee, 52, tech support. Park works as a team leader at Toyabishi, providing tech support for a variety of important companies across the northern countries. This can be more interesting than one assumes, as sometimes the program companies use breakdown in incredibly puzzling ways. Okay.
Okay, sure.
I mean, nothing to say about that really. Christopher Quinn, 21, biology student. Christopher is extremely interested in reggae music and botany. Do these things somehow go together? Perhaps. They recently got married and moved to Cosmopolis City with their spouse in order to dedicate themselves to study and work. Yeah.
Okay.
All around a person. Zahira Al-Zahari, 40, bus driver. Another bus driver. Zahira is a downtown bus driver. They are pulling double shifts to save money for opening a small vegan muffin shop. Aww. They can barely make it to the bathroom or eat during their breaks. When they get home, they collapse in exhaustion. That can't be safe.
Well, no.
But then again, I'm afraid to kill them because they might be dying. They might die during job hours.
Yeah, and then the people in the bus could die too.
Quite likely.
Well, I mean, what if you're just a nice little Grim Reaper and kill the ones in the bottom row and let the other four live?
So we mark down this?
Yeah, exactly that.
Click, 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 click. Yeah, okay.
Remember what happened last time.
I mean, it was fortunate accident. But these people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing especially wrong or right about them.
Just let them live and see what happens afterwards.
Yeah. Trying to be cool, but I don't get all this Discord and you poop thingies that my kids are into these days. Yeah, quite simple. And then we probably did something terribly wrong.
Maybe. See?
You're so creepy.
Yeah.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me.
Well, they vex pretty much everyone.
Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Maybe.
Maybe, but would you exist without them?
Meh.
The first one?
Yep.
Maybe, but it's not our call to make.
Perhaps we do still hold some control over the levers.
True, kinda. Couldn't humans achieve immortality somehow?
Meh.
Or I'm just here to follow orders.
Sure thing.
I mean, we basically are.
Ah, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
Do we have thoughts on loyalty?
We do, but you want to piss him off.
I mean, do we?
Or loyalty want to be that asshole.
Yeah. So, actually,
Just pick one of them.
I do have thoughts on loyalty.
I am all ears, Grim.
Oh dear. I have chosen poorly. Don't you think this flows to one way?
Such is the nature of loyalty.
We're gonna piss him off.
Oh, this might actually be good.
Yeah.
Hardly. You're just arrogant, always demanding, never giving back.
Ha! Grand! A reaper demanding its due.
Well, yeah.
Unfortunately, you will just have to live with it. Live. See what I... Where is your sense of humor?
I mean,
I have none.
it does exist, but that doesn't strike it all that much.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Wait, I didn't even get my daily review.
Oh,
That's the most
right.
important part.
Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you.
Exactly.
It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done and all that.
Oh, jolly good.
You didn't mention an amount of any kind.
Yeah.
Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
Like my next plan for world domination. Meow. I mean, he looks like some kind of Bond villain. Hey, Mortimer!
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
What's the thing on the right?
That has to be Eye of Anpu. Clothing.
Oh, is it going to be a mummy look? It's clothing.
Yeah, Anpu. Puh. God of the dead. Mummification, embalming, the afterlife, cemeteries and tombs, and
Blah,
the
blah.
protector of the underworld is Hound. Hound really gets around and grants you stunningly canine visage.
Oh, it's going to make you look like a dog.
Puppy!
Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag?
Nope.
There
Aye.
be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the World Eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Okay, nothing.
I might have spilled some book on me.
Well done.
I mean, I just forgot how full my cup was.
Well done.
Doggy!
So creepy.
A foxy lady.
Ugh.
Goodest toggle.
one.
Hmm?
Red one. Yeah, this one.
Foxy. With red Christmas.
No, not with Christmas.
Oh dear. I mean, if there is... Oh,
That one.
punk, yeah.
That one.
That actually fits.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it's-
Give it that for now.
yeah.
Change it tomorrow anyway. It looks stupid.
I mean, we might if we get more clothing. End the day, yes. And more to slay. Toyabishi to roll out a new selection of cute robotic toys. Local maths professor found dead at home, suicide suspected. They felt a lot of pain, perhaps it got to be too much, a long-time friend comments. Mercenary squad crashes helicopter in the mountainside, 3 confirmed dead. 5 reasons why you should go to the new vegan muffin shop. Double or nothing. Right now. Double or nothing. They could have gone with double or muffin. Tidings screen. Life should not be too predictable, don't you agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often. And I have developed just a thing for it.
Okay, so every other has to die. Okay.
Interesting.
So we need to keep them in order.
Yeah.
See which ones are crappier.
Must now return to my research fate. Okay. So, number 1.
Keep...
Erwin Radebauer. 35, adult caregiver. Oh. Erwin went into the caregiver business when they ran out of things to do. In truth, they have very little care to give and are sloppy at their job, mostly trying to con the elderly into giving them money or having them buy fake insurances. Well, you are
What a lovely
definitely
fella.
on the shit list. Okay, and number 2.
Don Fiorino! It's a mafia, yeah, it's a mobster!
Yeah, 46 mobster. Don Fierino tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films, without realizing those stories are made up by authors who had no connection to or understanding of organized crime. Soon enough they'll realize there are no honor codes and family bonds, crime is just crime. I mean, I would still imagine there is some places where they still hold honor codes and whatnot. Okay, so you're on the left pile. And
Yeah.
second number 1, Mitsumi Ito,
Mitsumi Ito.
20, janitor. Mitsumi was sentenced to community service at the Cosmopolis Polytechnical Institute after drunkenly assaulting a police officer. After getting guidance from a local professor, they started to re-evaluate their relationship, confronting their past and thinking about the future.
That's the trouble janitor.
Yeah.
Was mentioned yesterday.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Ah! So I was seeing into the future. Okay, so you go in this pile. I mean, she wasn't bad. He is definitely bad, and he's trying to be bad, but is bad at it. Luis Ximenes, 36, restaurant owner. Got munchies for shark fins, but can't find any. Not if Luis Ximenes is near. They're a big fan of shark fin and other questionable foods like turtle jelly. Turtle jelly, which Luis has served in their restaurant for a decade. They are also involved in distributing these food items to grocery stores. Actually, you can get shark meat in even some of the local places.
Yeah, you can.
You just have to order it.
Yep.
Though the one time I heard about this, the shopkeeper asked that if the person asking for it knew how to prepare it, and when they said no, they refused to order it for them. Because apparently if you cook shark meat wrong, it's poisonous. Okay, nothing bad there. Wilton Singh. 39, logistic coordinator. Wilton is a very proficient logistic coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator.
What a douchebag.
Yeah. They also apply these skills to managing two separate secret families.
And that's why I said he's a douchebag.
Ooh. Well, this pile is definitely looking more killy. Darius de Avanti, 23, security guard who apparently likes to sleep a lot. Darius really messed up at the grocery store security job, which is why they now guard a hill of dirt at a construction site. At night they keep hearing odd sounds and seeing bizarre visions, but no one believes them. To avoid getting fired, they decided to keep quiet about the strange things in the night. Aliens.
Cool.
Nothing bad there, really. Vivian Kennedy, 52, music teacher. Vivian works with children with learning disabilities and helps them learn musical instruments. They are also singing choir. At home, Vivian takes care of their 4 wonderful cats. No, you're in the wrong pile.
Oh.
Why are you in this pile of douchebags?
It's not fair.
It's not. Please be some kind of child molester or murderer or both. Chloe Miller, 29, rock climber.
It's quite old.
Chloe is constantly training to conquer the Rockworm Peak. Rockworm Peak. Why do I have a inkling that there is actually a place called that?
I don't know.
By free climbing the full height of it for charity. Their practice regime was hindered by having their leg broken in 3 places. Ow, an injury they obtained by jumping down in celebration from an indoor climbing wall.
Well, that's just stupid.
Yeah, I mean, they have their heart in the right place, but their brain should be taking control most of the time, not the heart. A poo. I mean, left pile, there wasn't really anyone bad. They don't wanna be a little bit, but this pile.
I mean, there are too many assholes.
Especially the 2 were bona fide assholes. But there is the kitty person.
Makes me really sad.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the 3 others were assholes.
Yeah. So I guess these will have to go. Yeah. Not sorry. I almost tried to click this one as well.
Doesn't work, you tried it already, remember?
Actually, yeah. Kinda sorry. Really not sorry. And I'm
Really
so,
sorry.
I'm so sorry. Live! 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 Yeah. That should be all. Oh dear, no.
Oh no!
No, 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 no. Hate it, hate it.
Grim, I cannot recall if I told you of my idea to become a writer. Well, either way, I may have come to a conclusion.
Oh,
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears, metaphorically speaking.
Appreciated. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
That will explain
Hockey.
Forgot to put that on silent. Excuse me, everybody.
Cool.
Cool. Can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished,
Yeah.
you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
Oh, aren't you special?
Oh my. Actually, that could net some money if they get famous. If it's their fate. Awkward silence.
Anyway,
Wonder why.
we have some official business to take care of, yes? The tedium of profiles.
I mean, you could use them as an inspiration to your book. No?
Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see.
Yay.
Your adherence to the rules is admirable.
And you
Sure.
kinda want us to rebel, and when we rebel, you badmouth us all the time.
Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Well, at least he has confidence.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
The kitty looks creepy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe it's about Miss Poddington.
Stupid mirror.
Morty, give us some better reason to go talk to this stupid mirror.
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
Please, please let us have enough money for that. No! Why?
Oh!
Why? We wanted the tentacles.
Wanted!
The face of the great old one. There would have been David Jones' face, I just
Yeah.
know it.
So sad right now. We had to kill the nice lady with cats and now we can't get a David Jones face. We have to deal with the mirror.
I mean,
Oh.
would you accept a loan? No? Well, screw you.
Yours, asshole.
Fine. What do you have to
Hey
say?
there. What you up to, killer?
Piss off.
I'm trying to find ways to get rid of you.
Killing.
Will you ever leave me alone? Should we ask?
Whatever. Think it cares.
Can't do that. I'm deeply ingrained.
Eh,
You're
The
annoying.
suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count?
Would like to take
Starting
yours.
to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name.
Yeah.
Grim Reaper.
Up yours. That's my name.
Yeah.
Nothing. Believe it's for a good cause, as always.
I don't.
It's not as if life and death are directly in your control.
Well, we are not choosing.
No
for
wonder
everyone.
fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Yes, thankfully it was short one.
Let's change the look.
Okay.
Change it. Just keep on changing it. It's fun.
Okay. What have we not tried? Have we always? Oh yeah, we have always picked one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't tried one of these.
I mean, yeah, there wasn't anything peculiar about these really, so maybe ancient?
Yeah, I mean, that looks nice.
It has nice colors.
Maybe not.
What? It's so tacky.
It's so disgusting.
Oh, this is even better.
Didn't we have that already?
Maybe. We might have actually.
Yeah. Ancient Archangel.
I mean, it kind of hits. Yeah, we go with this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Turkey.
Okay. Yes, and the death. Let us be the vulture today.
A letter.
Not instructions. Local teacher found dead at home where cats had been nibbling on her. Well, yeah. Young janitor spiders in the depression drowns in river while drunk after suicide of tutoring professor. Ah. Dozens of jobs lost after catastrophic cargo mismanagement. These two had no idea why they married to the same person until this funeral dispute. Local shark population drops to a dangerous level. Are tasty creatures destined to go extinct? Oh dear. A crackdown on organized crime as police seizes a major shipment of narcotics and firearms. Chloe Miller braves jacket lines of Rockworm Peak for Save Small Souls Children's Foundation. Come one, come all, ace pilots to host a dazzling air show. CEO of What social media platform planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. Okay.
Sure.
A letter. Grim. I will keep this short. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology.
What? The last 3 humans coming from the facts have to die? I mean, what tells if they're the first or the last?
I'm counting on the accuracy of your judgment. Make it count! Fate. I mean,
Which ones are the last 3 to come out of the fact machine?
I actually haven't really paid attention how they manifest here.
Me neither. They just appear.
Comments! Quickly note down which way they appear. Oh wait, that will be too late for us. Dang it!
I mean,
It's
what if we just kill 3 and that's all?
yeah.
We don't know how they appear. We don't know.
It's either these 3, or these 3.
Yeah.
So there is. Wait, was it first? The
Last.
Then it should be these 3. Because they are on top.
Maybe.
I mean, it would make some logical sense in a realm that is beyond logic.
I just know that the first guy looks weird.
And they are a corrupt CEO. Albert David Cog. 54 corrupt CEO. Albert is an incredible human being, as in never in all history has there been anyone who has destroyed so many humane and social systems with such nihilism and greed. They will stop at nothing in their quest to squeeze out any short-term profit. Yeah, you really sound...
He has some crazy makeup game going on.
I mean... Or they are just naturally gifted with fancy face. But he is kinda candidate to die.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. Kevin Mason, 35, Air Force Captain. Kevin, born and raised at the McIntyre Air Base, loves the thrill of flying planes in tense combat situations. Their family has a history of military service. Kevin is dedicated to their spouse and 7-year-old child rarely taking any time for themselves. Oh!
Not always nice people mixed with the douchebags.
Ryokatoro. 46.
Yoga.
Ryaka. Confectionery artist. Ryaka. Ruoka. Food. Food in Finnish. There, you learned a new word.
Wait, well, she works in food.
Actually. So, Ruoka participated in the local cooking contest 25 years ago and came in second in a tight race, losing due to slightly inadequate chocolate tempering technique. What should have been an uplifting experience turned into an unhealthy obsession with tempering chocolate.
Oh, I should make some chocolates.
Ruoka fanatic. Well, they are kinda killable.
What is this dude?
Hayal. 31. Archaeologist. Legitimate
Oh, look,
researchers
Indian toast.
or greedy tomb raider. Consensus has not been reached when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years they've been digging up artifacts around Fariden region. I mean, I remember this one tweet where someone wondered what differentiates archaeologist and grave robber. And some archaeologists said that that question was highly unsettling to them. But yeah, nothing bad there. Chipo Ivo Solarin. 38 sports nutritionist. For years, Chipo has been interested in what effects different diets have on people. Lately, they've been working with the best of national athletes, helping to improve their competitive performances. Yeah. Nothing strange there. Kere ipigeniaia. Something or other. 52 student. 52 student, yeah. Kele decided to return to school to finish their education after the 4 kids grew up and went to find their own paths. While progress is difficult after such a long course, Kele is dedicated and diligent. When not at school, they write slam poetry.
Okay.
Well, nothing wrong there either.
But I mean, good for them for studying.
Yeah. Mie Watanabe. 58. City Planning Commissioner. Mie was recently appointed into the Urban Planning Department, something they've been aiming at for a while. Turns out they're colluding with number of their real estate friends in order to profit off city redevelopment, receiving kickbacks on many construction and housing deals. Well, you are not being nice. But, well, the 4 bottom ones, perhaps, were not that bad.
Yeah, they can leave or kill the other 3, but it's just such a shame there was a nice Air Force guy.
Yeah.
Not at all sorry about the corrupt CEO.
Yeah.
The
Goodbye.
douche.
And yeah, goodbye. And sorry. Okay. Live. And live. Mr. Jones. And then we probably did something wrong anyway.
Could be.
Yes. We go these ones. So,
No mirror, yay!
Fate, did we do good?
Grim, why are you here?
Give me money.
For the same reason we always come here. to check on your book!
Oh, right. The daily... Ugh, always in positions when I have important research to perform.
Interesting.
Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess.
So we killed the right people.
Oh, I didn't even care.
Yeah.
Yes, that should suffice, I imagine.
More questions, maybe?
Oh,
Questions. Questions, Grim. Fine. I have trouble finding inspiration anyway.
Well, that
what is that?
Says the person who has been writing a buttload of text out of nothing.
I have to. Have to. Can't wait for inspiration. Just have to write.
Perhaps your questions will assist me. Make sure they are deep and meaningful.
What?
Why a douchebag?
Yeah. What do you think dying is like?
No idea. Our immortality precludes us from such knowledge.
Fair enough.
Yet, I imagine it would be a pleasant release.
That sounds so dirty.
Well, depends on the way you die. It could be dirty. But what if death is extremely bad and unpleasant?
In that case, at least one only dies once. But more likely, death is just nothingness.
Jesus would like to have a word with you.
And nothing, being nothing, has no inherent positive or negative effects.
But I mean, didn't we, as the Grim Reaper, die at some point? Wasn't that the point? And we arrived into this department.
Weren't you constructed of different parts or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually they mentioned that, yeah.
Any other questions?
Is there an afterlife? Because I'm not sure where I am right now.
Not in the sense that humans consider it, no.
Dating game.
What if afterlife is a dating game where you must charm strange and monstrous gods?
Grim,
What?
Oh my, we got an achievement.
What?
Meet your unmaker.
that is just stupid.
What?
It's not. That was the only fun thing there. But
Yeah, you are being unnecessarily
douche.
rude. Do you think mortals have some drive towards death?
Because they seem to find themselves in life-threatening situations all the time?
they do often seem willing to throw their lives away for stupid reasons. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Life is unpredictable and lacks an innate meaning. I imagine it is up to them to make their lives meaningful.
Well, I mean, that's not actually bad message per se.
Even if it sometimes ends up being fatal.
As it
Sure thing.
quite often actually does.
Any other questions?
What? Can language even deal with the concept of death?
Unlikely.
That's kind
Well, I
of
mean,
sad.
it's true.
Well, yeah. But that doesn't stop art and literature from trying.
One must make do with what they have.
True enough.
Art does seem an attempt of immortalization, as humans feel the ever-present breath of death.
But what if they get Rickrolled? Something that probably will never die.
Yeah.
A hybrid of entertainment, meaning-making, and the preservation of a facet of identity, carved into matter that might outlast the being itself.
Never gonna
Sure.
give you up, never gonna let you down.
At least until all matter ceases to be.
What's that gonna happen?
Yeah.
Any day now.
Wait, what?
Any other questions?
I mean, I actually have some, but apparently the game doesn't.
And you will never say art is meaningless. I've been hearing too much of that lately. Those people are stupid and uneducated.
Yeah, and I mean, art definitely has important role to play in this kind of pandemic, and people are quite niftily ignoring it.
This thing, there's no civilization without no culture and art.
Yeah. But
Sorry,
apparently-
but I'm pissed off.
But apparently we got nothing about that either.
Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Meow.
Kitty?
What?
Please have the Davy Jones face. Please,
Give us
please,
the
please.
tentacles.
Cord bloody!
Yes!
You're looting all me wares.
We get the tentacles. We have seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Wait, what? Whoa, a seriously terror-inducing wizard. But then again, who wouldn't want to look into the antediluvian monstrosity? Besides, tentacles are extremely useful and practical.
Sure thing.
How do you pronounce that?
Antediluvian.
Okay.
Yeah.
By Jones'
Welcome.
cover, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that
unlock.
very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls. They were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran. Ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
So, you grabbed whatever you could get a hold of, and you ended up with a tentacle.
Tentacle monster. Yeah.
So you probably just
Oh.
grabbed part of Cthulhu's face and ripped it off. I mean, that's seriously badass.
Cool.
Give us the tentacles, tentacles, tentacles.
Yes.
Where are the tentacles, tentacles, tentacles? Tentacles!
Oh!
Extra slimy. Pigment. Piggy. Oh. Oh man. Next team. Yarr.
Yar.
Where is he at? And both.
Yar.
I mean, one part of me wants to go with the Yar, but one part wants to go with the psychedelic face.
We'll take Yar first.
I mean, look at this.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, Yar. And
Yar. Hmm.
something
not.
gentlemanly. Bunk, Davy!
Hardcore Yar.
Yar, hardcore.
Yar, mateys. Go with that.
Yeah. Yar, maybe.
Looks so stupid and it's cool.
Oh dear.
Look at it. It looks pissed off.
He did it like a wardrobe choice.
It looks so pissed off. It's so
What
funny.
have you done to me? Oh, Davy, go to sleep. Everything will be better in the morning.
And then he sees himself in the mirror. Nope, it's not.
Actually, We have 10 minutes to go. Can we squeeze
Well-
in a day?
We can kill people. It doesn't take that long.
Yeah. The rules!
Notify people.
Engine failure leads to catastrophic crash during a demonstration flight. Historians warn artifact looting on the rise, especially in formerly war zone of Hariden. We have to do something about the looting that's de-escalating the conflict. Respected nutritionist caught distributing illegal performance enhancers to athletes in their care. Infamous CEO sails their enormous yacht directly into a beach, found impaled on a tree. Multiple neighborhoods of already close impoverished people thrown out of their homes in the name of innovative urban renovation. Local confectionery artist dead in freak chocolate tempering accident.
Really
Yummy!
should make some chocolates. I want to make some.
The assignment. An eldritch waft of air passed through my office earlier. Certainly a sign of disorder. We could not
Was you?
determine the correct amount of humans to mark today, so I leave it up to you.
Everybody who looks suspicious have to die. Okay.
Will
Cool.
you? You will figure it out. Yes. Keep up. Keep your eyes open, Faith. Okay, so I might have farted. Sorry. It was
You didn't drink your fart tea.
Actually, I didn't. Oh wait.
Yeah, that's a
I did
reason.
in the morning because I had run out of the sun salutation. Oh well. Too much information, yes. Dinah Al-Ishani, 27, accountant. Dinah has always loved numbers and working as an accountant gives them plenty of opportunities to crunch numbers all day long. They know the
Amazing.
tax law by heart and always make sure their client pay all taxes. They have mercy on the client who dares to ask for tax evasion advice. Kinda good. Emiko Iwaoka, 79, retired. Emiko worked hard for their whole life, but when retirement knocked, they switched to full fun and games
Cool,
mode.
Grandma.
These days,
Oh,
they
Grandma.
spend some time taking care of their garden, but most of the time, team-based online multiplayer shooter. Woo!
Hardcore Grandma.
Yeah. Okay. Garnet Vichana.
Indiana.
24, painter artist. Garnet loves photography, hiking, painting, and visual journaling. They are diagnosed as bipolar, but have managed to figure out a way to deal with it. As such, they are mostly happy. Garnet often volunteers at the local art gallery. Kalia Fieldspar, 40, biology teacher. Kalia teaches biology at the evening school for adults. It's much less frustrating than teaching over-energized teenagers at a rural high school. It can actually be pretty fun because they can go out drinking with the students. Everyone's an adult there after all. Sure.
But that's still a bit questionable.
Ooh.
That guy looks really
Chipmunk.
questionable.
Chipmunk boy, Stanislav Durov. 31, typist. Stanislav works at Cosmopolis City Courthouse. They have few goals in life other than becoming world's fastest typist. Already their fingers run across keyboards like bolt of lightning, but they feel there's more that could be achieved. I mean, there's not really a bad person among them.
It did say only, suspicious.
Yeah.
Didn't say bad. It's a bit suspicious
This
she
is
goes out drinking with her students.
Bit suspicious. That's not suspicious at all.
That's just cool grammar.
They are good.
It's a bit suspicious because
Tiny
that
bit
might
suspicious. And well, that's just
follow. Weird jaw.
weird, but not really suspicious as per se. So we killed these two.
Yeah.
Live
Fake.
and live. What was it called again? Speedrun! Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Hello! Did we do good? What? Ah! Miss Poddington! As you enter, you notice the fate's office is empty aside from Lady Poddington snoozing on the table. Glare at the cat, spiteful jerk! No.
No!
Hey, kitty cat! You're so cute! Oh. The old-fashioned phone suddenly rings an ear-piercing metallic clatter. A familiar voice calls out from the static.
Haha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation.
You can decide that?
Why can't we?
It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes?
Fine by me.
Yeah. Yep.
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking?
Well, I
Not
just
really.
commented about it.
To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough.
Yeah, we have.
Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
That sounds exceptionally creepy.
Taking a bubble bath or something.
Yeah,
It's like you.
I can relate. Bubble pads are the best. Oh dear. Mortimer.
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
What?
No more stuff.
Widget. And we can't afford them. Oh dear. But
We don't have time for this
we
right
don't
now.
have time for this, so this will be our next episode start.
Whoop,
Phantom Rejoice.
Whoop whoop. Aye.
But yeah, that would be all for today. So, again, thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and whatever, like, hit the bell, all the jazz. If someone does that, I will be extremely happy. Yeah. And Pukka, please sponsor me. But I guess actually that is that.
Yeah.
So, until next time, bye bye.
Ciao.